count on the run.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it's a second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll throw again. Brissett. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brandon Graham. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And tough starting field position here. On first down, it's Newton. And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down, Brissett. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw, Brissett. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. from the gun. Here's Brissett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Fresh set of downs here. A give. This is Kamara. Space to run past the 20. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Newton. And that's incomplete.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. And look out. I think he's going to go. 30. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gano now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. On first down, Newton. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And he motions the wide receiver. On second down, McCaffrey. A little juke. And some room to roam now. A big play there for the Panthers. 53 yards. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed at this in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
That is caught inside the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's Brissett. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
Let's go. 38.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And the Panthers coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Newton on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Room here to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9, 1.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Brissett on first down. It's complete. Fleeter, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Left side and caught by Fleeter. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A second down throw for Brissett. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Brissett again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And now running right through him. So we have reached half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And the wide out in motion. Here's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he motions the wide receiver. Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
In motion goes the tight end. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, Brissett. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Saints on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
To throw, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leading the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Pryor has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Newton now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's got a man. Complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the wideout in motion. He's back to throw. Caught here by Conley. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's got some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Newton. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And he motions the wide receiver. Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Newton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now it's Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line.